Hello, my lovely ones. Welcome to one of our special readings. And in this reading, what I want to look into is the Mercury retrograde. It's November 25th. As you know, Mercury retrograde takes place as of today and will go all the way till December 15, right around the holidays. What means that for many of you, if you have a plan A, make sure you have a plan B too, or even C or D, or you name it. Mercury retrograde sometimes slows down certain things, sometimes put on hold certain things. And this Mercury retrograde is in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. As Sagittarius, you know, it's that fiery energy and is that go-getter energy. Also, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion, the planet of growth. And when it's in retrograde, know that certain things here regards growth, expansion, movement, might give certain, step backs. As well, the way we communicate, the way we express ourselves, the way we comply in certain things. Look a couple times in even whatever you sign at this time. The thing is, I'm not gonna explain how the retrograde is. What I want to bring here as we speak in this Mercury retrograde is the energy that's surround us, that's come for us, as well what we should know around this time. And of course, I will look for each individual zodiac sign, what we should expect or what's coming, what is the energy for everyone. Stick with me till the end. And also the timestamp are always in the description box down below each video, especially when I put in the title the zodiac signs. Okay. Also, as you see, I'm not as active here, is because there is other things that's going on and trying to get, on top of the things, but some of them are, coming up even unexpected. So also expect certain things to surprise you, as I got by surprise. As many of you probably I will share with you a little later once I am clear with all the stuff. And definitely I thank you for your patience. Also for those of you who did purchase a personal reading, and you know how valuable you are. Certain delays definitely happened, and I know many of you watching, I know many of you looking for getting as quick as possible certain readings, but it's not like I'm sick. No, it's not directly reflecting me, but at a certain end, yes, it is. So that's the main thing. Let's see, darlings. Mercury retrograde, what's coming in? For others of you in this Mercury retrograde, if you've been holding on certain things, Mercury retrograde will give you that opportunity to let go. But let's see, first thing first, what do we have? What's coming? What we should look up to? And what else? All right, underneath we do have the Chariot. Chariot is all about movement. Chariot also speaks about the Cancerian, which Cancerian is the fourth house, astrologically speaking. The home-wise, the travel-wise, and yes, we are just around the holidays. So that's exactly what I was speaking in the beginning. If you have a plan A, make sure you have a plan B. But something here certainly is gonna move forward. Chariot speaks about movement. Either this movement it's quite crazy, either this movement might need to slow down, or if you are speeding up in certain things, they will slow down a little bit. Death. It's kind of a very challengeable movement here. Eight of Pentacles. Five of Wands. It's kind of, this is a, sounds like a messy move, but whatever here is changing, Spirit says, is gonna get you out from all very different Strength. Three of Cups. The thing is, whatever here movement happens, whatever here you change in whatever you do, could be work-wise as well. A lot of people might not like of your changes. The way you work, the way you put in effort, the way you show yourself or manifest yourself, but the Strength is telling you, hang on, my darlings, because even though people are not gonna like it, you definitely are gonna be supported later in a certain way, and definitely will be very different than what you thought about support. For others of you, you just want to change your job because it's too much all over the place, or very disorganized, or people where you work are very much all over the place. What I also say here is, in the matter of couple weeks, 5 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, because Mercury retrograde, as I say, it's starting as we speak today. I hope I will manage to put this video till the end, but it's starting on the 25th and ends on the 15th, which that leads us to just 3 weeks from now. 3 weeks from now, loves. Right around the holidays. Let's see more. First card, Magician. Look at you. Magician has all the tools possible to go forward. No matter whatever the situation here, you can handle it perfectly. And I'm glad that I had this Strength, because both of this has the Infinite on the top, which speaks of you can handle everything perfectly. You have everything it takes. You have what you need to get through this. No matter the obstacles, because sometimes the Five of Wands speaks about obstacles, okay? Okay, let's see. Magician. I see also a very determined individual. Nine of Cups. Nine of Wands. For some of you, you are at the verge of some kind of ending. Certain things here that you didn't want to do, but you now realize you should. Yes, something here was not on the motion, because Hangman is no motion. It's I'm sitting right there, I'm okay, or I'm just sitting just to see. Okay. Chariot speaks about motion. Very challengeable energy. It's like as you move, as you learn, with the Page of Swords. For some reason, I'm speaking with just one person. All these cards speaks just one, see? Only this Five of Wands, it's kind of additional on the top of what you do, or other people might keep an eye on you and speak about it. Five of Swords, another five. Eight of Swords. For others of you, you are gonna realize, let me hold the other two cards here. Here is the Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune, and Ace of Cups. Beautiful. All right. So people who you thought are your people might not be your people. However, what I'm feeling here for for some of you will resonate really, really strong, that the people you trust are not to be trusted. They are frenemies. For others of you, whatever here you move, whatever here you change, it's kind of till this moment or till this time you didn't see whoever was there, or what was keep you stuck in a situation, or what kept you in one place. Nine of Cups, Nine of Wands, and the Hermit, and neither, like the Eight of Swords, are not movement cards. And for those of you who've been thinking why nothing moves, why nothing goes, and what should I do, or you felt like there's no other way to go forward or do something, now you realize here that it's a learning process and you always have an option. You always have an option. Another thing here with the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups, which really speaks about the wish fulfillment, but also the happiness of Ten of Cups. Happiness we create by seeing it through opportunities and not looking what others are happy by or going by. For those of you who definitely didn't have any emotion, any movement in your life for some time, there's a quick movement out there, a lot of challenges. These challenges for many of you already started in the beginning of the Scorpio season. We are in Sagittarius season, and will extend till next year, all the way to July, mid-July, or around the 20th of July. Whatever movement also here speaking of, I see you a little hesitant, but you are at the end of some kind of energy that more or less were okay, let's call it this way, but now it's just kind of like it's time. I want to clarify this Page of Swords, because for some of you at one point you're telling like, I'm gonna get through this. Another point is like, am I really this? I can do this. Let's see. Page of Swords, clarifier, Ten of Wands. Sounds like a lot of baggage to be left behind. For some of you, you definitely have a goal, or you've been manifesting something. Whatever here you manifest, you feel it's so hard to get through or to get there. We do have the Five of Wands, and now we have the 10. We have also the 9th. And that really speaks of, do not resist. Whatever here you need to do, do not resist it. Even though you don't know how to make it, because the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Swords speaks about, I don't see how. Well, yeah, look at here, 2 of Swords. It's too hard. Something here feels like way too much or way too hard. Here it is. But Spirit says this is a karmic energy that you definitely can handle it. You definitely can make in it. You can work it through it. Do not be afraid. Don't let your hands down. 6 of Cups. Because 6 months from now, you'll be very, very far away. King of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. Another 5. The only 5 is missing is 5 of Pentacles. And 5 of Pentacles speaks about left behind, or you definitely need to leave something. Could be even someone behind. For some of you, it's the old self, old you. And many of you probably question, oh, but how it's my old me? And I'll give you an example. Old you used to do certain things. Probably a routine in a certain way. Doing certain things in a certain way. Collaborating with people in a certain way. Even greeting people in a certain way. That's a different change. I feel here you learn a lot in a very short time, which is quite incredible. That's why it's this scary energy. You become the King of Pentacles, which King of Pentacles, you know, is the king who takes responsibility, who definitely it's down to earth. It's that king that speaks about if I need or want stability, I need to take accountability. So some of you taking certain responsibilities, certain things serious that you need to do, need to learn through. And for some of you, it's even scary doing so. But from the Page of Swords to the King of Pentacles, very much well worth it. Because some of you is just kind of scary. It's like, it's even worth this hassle. It's, if I should do this, it's not gonna, you know, be so hard, or sounds hard, yes, sounds scary, but worth it. Whatever here you do, whatever here you want to do, because for some of you, you are already in this. I also want to clarify this Eight of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Sun. We have the Moon and we have the Sun. Underneath we have the Queen of Swords. For some of you, you just need to be honest with yourself. And this honesty is about that you are able to get through the things and not hesitant to become, you know, balanced. For some of you, you try to be balanced in your work, in your business, or even in your relationship. For others of you, you're afraid to settle down, how this is gonna go, or how this is gonna move. But I'm glad that the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, this is a very much a 3D energy, but this 3D energy comes from a 5D, from a higher perspective. We have the Moon and we have the Sun, complementary energies, as above as below. You know, there's definitely here probabilities to grow. For some of you, definitely this is a lot of growth. And when I'm speaking here regards you, loves, if you're not dealing with anyone or anything, this is about your self-growth. For some of you, it's about your self-expression in your work. For some of you, you work hard to be understood because you felt all your life misunderstood. And yes, people kind of not there, but definitely you, whoever I'm speaking here, let me tell you that you just don't wait. You put in an effort. And I feel here you put a lot of effort. Some of you, you even are very hard on you. But for others of you, you just work very much on you to find the right person. Okay. For those of you who look for a person for a very long time, you definitely are gonna find that. So something here that was not moving definitely is gonna start moving. Why it's so? It's because you, first thing first, manifest this. Another thing is because you start learning new things. because you, more likely, I don't see the card of the Judgment, but I see someone here waking up, and it's kind of big eyes. Some of you have really big eyes. What that means is somebody realized that being the certain mentality or the way looked at life or the way other people are is not for you. And sometimes when the universe brings you people, you just take the challenge, or you just, let's see what goes. What's the Ace of Cups here for? Ace of Swords. You see here, Cups always speaks about emotions. Swords speaks about words, thoughts. So it's kind of as I am feeling, as I'm thinking, the same thing. For some reason, the energy is very much in particular to one person, not to couple. For some of you, if you feel like you can associate this energy to be around someone, feel free. But this is more likely you become whole when you thought you are not whole, or you're realizing you are whole with the goods and not as goods, with the movement the universe gives you and the other things. Let's see, one more card next to the Ace of Swords. Here's your Ten of Cups. I also have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, Page of Swords. Getting ready. For some of you, if you definitely think of someone, one of you it's a fire, one of you it's an air energy. But it definitely here it's complementary energy. Also fire and air speaks about chemistry. But some of you are gonna find what means true happiness, where you are truly happy, when you are truly happy. What's the advice here? We have the Star. The advice is never think your dreams are too big, because some of you, you are gonna get your dreams. You're gonna get that wish fulfillment. We have this Nine of Cups, but we have the major arcana of Star. And Star also speaks about healing, but at the same time speaks about that never stop dreaming, never stop working on your dreams, even though people say things, even though people tells you, look at you, what you do, are you okay with yourself, and things like that. Because look at here, we've seen the Page of Wands, now we see the King of Wands. Your action speaks louder than other people's words, and whatever here you want or you ask from the universe, it's closer than you think. Absolutely. Look at here. Absolutely. Six of Swords. It's kind of like either you give up and never get what you need, either you fight and fulfill your dreams, fulfill your manifestation, fulfill your wishes. Whatever here you are doing or how you are doing. As well, look at this, we have Five of Swords, Five of Wands, and we've seen the Five of Cups, the Five of Pentacles was missing. For some of you, this is a energy of finance or energy of stability, finding your stability or regain your balance and stability. We do have Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Four of Pentacles, which next we have the Sun, which really speaks of don't hold back. There's certain things that you need to let them go. And don't be average, because Four of Pentacles speaks about being average or hanging with average. If you never felt average or like everyone else. Be, you know, instead of being ordinary, be extraordinary. Lovers, of course, is a choice. For others of you, yes, this is a marriage. For others of you, definitely this is a very great choice, or for some of you, is the best choice you can do. King of Cups, here you are. It's like you needed to go through couple stages to become who you want to. So we've seen 3 kings. The only king missing is King of Swords. We've seen, however, the Queen of Swords at the bottom. And the Queen of Swords is about plans. It's about future. So all of you who, and we do have the Page of Swords. It's kind of you building your future based on your choices, based on your wishes, based on your dreams that you're working on, even though of the obstacles, okay? I want to clarify what's about this 5 of Wands, because kind of spirit points 5 of Wands clarifier. Okay, let's see. What's this 5 of Wands in here? 7 of Swords. Well, this comes to me the energy of, and 2 of Wands. This comes to me that people always will say what you are not capable to do. For example, if people tells you, oh, you are not able that to do, it's more likely about them. Because 7 of Swords speaks about that, yeah, right, you're not, it's just, but these are just words, you know. Because everybody who is telling you you are not gonna do this is because they telling you from their own perspective. Not necessarily that you are not able. But I feel here, many of you, you've been a lot in this 8 of Swords. And why it's so? Because these people kind of told you, you are not gonna be good, or you are not gonna do that. And you kind of like, okay, if they say that, now you just feel like, no, this is not gonna work. See? For some of you, you definitely have a goal, or you have certain plans. But back then, with the Knight of Swords, you could overreact very much to what people say. And that's why I say it's internal work, because for some of you, you realize that I don't need to react of everything and anything what others are gonna say. I'm not gonna tell them anything. I'm just gonna do me and build me. I don't need to prove anything to anyone, who I am, what I am. Just go for. And that's why the universe offers. Is there anything the Spirit wants to bring to you? 4 of Cups, another 4. This really speaks to me that for some of you, the past is not relevant any longer. And yes, certain things you wish to be different way. But that's why we have this Ace of Cups here. And for some of you, forgive your past, forgive those people from the past. And forgiveness doesn't mean you need to allow them back anytime. Forgiveness is more likely related to you and your progress, because that means you made closure on your own to move forward. That's a very good energy. And here, oh, here is the 4 of Swords. This is about your stable self, being stable. Number 4 also in Major Arcana is the Emperor. The Emperor also speaks about, you know, the go-getter, the doer. And at the end, nothing affects you unless you allow to. Nothing gets to you unless you let it in. So some of you, yes, definitely here it's about your stable self, your stability, or creating your own stability. So you see, the world definitely speaks about ending the things that was past related, or just giving yourself closure. But don't stick with whatever here is gone. Oh, here he is. Whatever here it's closing, or you are closing, or you are doing, or you are changing, it's to your good, to your own good. You're becoming this emperor. As I said, this is certain things you do because things the way you used to doesn't work any longer for you. So yeah, loves, hang in there, get yourself time and see what you can do, because the Emperor, it's definitely here, something you want to go through or towards. For others of you, from the Magician you become the Emperor, from the 5D to the 3D, because Emperor speaks about the 3D. Again, this is a change that already started for some of you. Okay, and yes, I'm keep hearing from ordinary to extraordinary, so maybe even the reading called this way. Wow. All right, so yeah, I want to say that sometimes the readings are not all based love, as many of you probably look around, but sometimes channeling certain messages, certain powerful energy are necessary for each and every one. Individual zodiac signs, let's see, loves, what we have for you. And of course, Aries, I welcome you. Mercury retrograde, what you should pay attention, what you look for, what's the message for you in this time. There's something here that speaks about doubts. And these doubts are not leading you to any good. And I want to point to the Aries who probably look to others the way look, because I see very superficial energy. I see also people around you, but these people might not be necessarily your people. So what I will say to you could be definitely related to this Mercury retrograde, but also far beyond that. Be aware who you are connecting. Be aware who you are talking to. Be aware who you are speaking even to. Also, it's more likely an advice, if you want to speak it, or a warning that certain people are not the way you think they are, or the reason they come into your life or stay in your life are not the main reason you think or the way you think. Okay, so don't be afraid to cut off certain people. Justice, don't be afraid to let go certain people. Okay, Aries, justice speaks about Libra energy, also is the opposite of you. So some people could be exactly the opposite of how you think they are. Or you might think some people are balanced, they're quite the opposite. So whatever here you think, oh, maybe, why? Because it's either you are opposites, either you have different way of doing things, or just you are yourself. Because, you know, sometimes we do things in a good faith, other just to take advantage. That's about also beliefs. Taurus, Mercury retrograde, what brings, what's the energy, what you need to be aware of. Some of you in this Mercury retrograde are gonna get some clarity. For others of you, somebody wanna buy a house, There is a property here for some of you. Make sure if you already start the process, go ahead. It's fine. For others of you who wants to buy a house or want to take a property or want to do something related with legal situation or legal matters, take your time and not rush. But if you go ahead, read those scripts, okay? For others of you, you have an offer of your house. There's some kind of offer coming in for you, Taurus, that you need to be aware of it. I know it's something here that I want it, and it's the best, but sometimes the best might not be really the best. Okay? Yes, absolutely. For some of you, there is some kind of contract that might not be exactly what you think, or even quite the opposite. For others of you, be careful who you sign and what you sign, especially in this Mercury retrograde, because it doesn't sound quite promising. For some of you, work-wise, okay? Because you want probably to buy a certain house or certain things to do, but might not be just the right moment. So what I will say, it's hang in there, but hold on a little bit. Don't rush. There's certain things here you don't need to rush. More likely, if you want to do certain things, wait for at least 4 weeks, or for the Capricorn season. Capricorn season, it's better because it speaks about Pentacles. Capricorn is an earth sign, as you are, so be aware of that. Okay, Geminis, welcome, loves. Energy for Mercury retrograde for you. 9 of Swords, Knight of Cups. It's kind of, there's a Gemini here who worries too much or feels like everything is too hard. It's like, for example, someone is gonna tell you, I love you. I do. But I just don't want just to date. I want to be more. For some of you, you feel like the connection, the relationships are too hard, or it's always too much responsibility for. Don't think too much. Enjoy here and now. Just because you've been hurt in the past, just because certain things here hurt, don't let a past situation to bleed in your future. For the fact here, whoever here offers you something, it's good. So just know that. For some of you, you are too much into your head about certain things that happened. It's not that they are happen now. Okay, for some of you, if you've been committed before, married before, you kind of afraid of commitment or feel like you're gonna get hurt again. Too much thinking, my darlings. On the way to Cancerians, welcome, loves. This Mercury retrograde might slow down certain things, darlings. Or you might need to slow down certain things. And why it's so? Because whatever sounds in the first place great might not be as great. You know, it's good and nice to see certain things, but when you get a closer look on others, might not be as great. Okay? Let's see here. If you have an offer of a job, yes, the offer is tempting, but might not be legit, or something here it's fishy. That's why Spirit says whatever here is given to you or proposed in any way, take your time. Okay, take your time. For others of you, there's some family matters. Of course, there's holidays. Don't believe everything, or just whatever you hear, don't feel like it's right or is true. Because certain people are just saying to look in a certain way, certain things. So be aware that not everyone wants to share the whole truth or to show you certain things. For others of you, some people just want some attention or a reaction from you. Of course, you know who they are. Leos, welcome, loves. Mercury retrograde, what brings to you, what you need to know, what you should be aware. I have the Three of Swords, Five of Wands, Two of Swords, and Ten of Cups. Okay. And Nine of Swords. Leo, I will tell you just like that. Take it if you want to, but don't take it personally, because I never mean it personally. But some people's problems are not your problems, because some people make their own problems. Another thing is, you don't need to get into any energy if you are not supposed to. Sometimes staying away, it's to your best. Okay? Don't worry of who or what said if it's not related specifically to you. And sometimes people just talk because that's how people are. You're not gonna cut their tongues to not speak. That's a human being things. So for some of you, staying away from certain people also will bring you peace of mind. So around Mercury retrograde, what I will say to you is, if you have a cozy place, be thankful for that. Because sometimes avoiding certain, let's say, gathering or certain invitation even from people will give you actually the best. For some of you, you might be invited somewhere and doesn't sound good. For some of you, you are invited somewhere just because someone wants to, just to, you know, show something or put something there. You know, no, it's also a good answer. And when you learn to say no, that's power. So don't worry, don't worry. Whatever here and whoever are gonna say, because somebody here is just kind of waiting for the moment when they will just, you know, do something. But sometimes it's a luxury to say no. Virgos, it's so dark outside where I am, and sounds like will rain or will snow, but it's just that weather that is neither up neither down. Virgo, Mercury retrograde, which is your planet, loves. Let's see what's bringing to you. Actually, movement. Hierophants, some of you, if you wanted to go back to school or learn a skill or do something, you could look for all the excuses before. Or why should I do this? Why should I go there? Or what will bring me this? Now you are just kind of feel like, you know what? Now is the perfect time to do so, to work on it, to put in. Oh, look at you. Look at you. For some of you, this Mercury retrograde actually will bring you probably the best profit to your company if you own one. If you sign for school or you already know where to go, definitely is gonna bring you certain great skills. For some of you, yeah, could be a business, could be a skill you wanted to learn for some time. Go ahead. It seems here that this is the perfect time. For others of you, if you even delay to ask for a raise of salary or even want to a different position, go ahead. For others of you, if you wanted to work on certain things, now is the time. It's kind of you getting out from the shadow selves. It's kind of in a plain light. So good energies for many, many Virgos, especially this season of retrograde. For some of you, definitely money are improving. You find other resources to get where you need to get. For some of you, yes, you get this, but no, you're gonna put the effort. For others of you, you'll work very hard to get somewhere, but you will. It's a very promising energy here for Virgo. So don't hesitate, loves. Sometimes Mercury retrograde, it's a lucky time, but lucky for those who work. For those who say, well, I'm gonna wait, well, you'll wait long time. Okay, Libras, Mercury retrograde, what brings to you, what you should know, what you should look up to. Four of Pentacles, Strength, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Okay, there is certain things here that Spirit is telling you. You can do this. Don't doubt, don't hesitate. Go for it. No matter whatever you do, it's a start. There is some kind of new beginning, some kind of start. But whatever here, if you have an idea, start it, because definitely it's a beginning. If you've been just thinking, hesitating, and feeling like maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. And yes, Mercury retrograde, it's actually bring you that energy of you delay this. Now's the time to get in motion. Because whatever idea here could bring you even more than just a simple idea. The Moon. For some of you, you're afraid to lose some money, or you're afraid to lose something. Yeah, you're afraid to lose some money here. Like for some of you, you're not really confident that whatever here you want to do is actually good. But Spirit says, why you think so? It's a new start, because sometimes these new starts are breaking down old patterns and bring you new ones, which the new ones looks much beautiful. So Libra, yes, sometimes Libras look for stability, are not always in balance or in stability. So see, loves. Scorpios, Mercury retrograde, what brings to you, what you should know, what's the energy for you, and how this is gonna manifest. Seven of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Something here is telling me that you shouldn't wait. Whatever here decision you've been postponed, because it's kind of postponing something. It's harder. There's something here you need to go and do. King of Wands. Even though it doesn't feel okay or doesn't feel fair or necessary. Yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't know. Should I or should I not? Spirit says, work on it. Don't delay it. Even though it sounds like in a long run, but this is something about your stability. It's about your comfort also. It's about your confidence. Yeah, for some of you it's kind of like I need to be as above as below. For some of you could be related to a business matter. The only major arcana we have, the Hangman. So whatever here you hold on, don't any longer. There's something here about no more delays for you. Actions, because that will surprise you when just a little action is gonna happen or go for. Okay, loves. Sagittarians, moving on to you, and let's see, Mercury retrograde, what brings to you, what you should know, what should you look for, and what else brings to you. As well, it's your season, and this Mercury retrograde is in your zodiac sign. Underneath I have the Strength, Seven of Pentacles. Some of you, you're done waiting, for sure. It's kind of you, if you wait for someone, you're not gonna wait any longer. If you trying to see something, you feel like no more. I gotta do better. It's kind of you telling yourself, I gotta do better. And for some of you, just knowing I can do better. I don't know what you've done or how the things been, but been a while. Certain things here didn't gone probably the way you waited them to be, or I feel here for some of you, you could have certain expectations. But now, look at here, you have so much protection, so many angels, Gabriel and Michael here. For some of you, what you've been waiting, it's ahead. However, it's not about the waiting, it's about the going. Yeah, one step at a time. One step at a time. Whatever here is, it's kind of a matter of time, because wherever you go will take time, but will get to you where you're supposed to. I don't feel here it's a person, because somebody here is just like, maybe it's about the person. No. I feel here this is some kind of transition that started probably at the end of the summer. But in this Mercury retrograde, it's more amplified for some of you. Yes, this is about healing. This is about taking the steps forward in a more meaningful way. Also, the Knight of Pentacles, even it's the slowest night, speaks also about the long term. So whatever here in the long term you wanted to, it's kind of, I will learn as I go, but I go slow. That's why, because I'm learning. So it's kind of a learning process. Once you learn, things are gonna go faster. It's kind of, once you get it in, things starts to pick up. Here you are, loves. So whatever here is, we have 3 major arcanas, which definitely speaks about you. That you definitely can handle whatever here it's ahead of you. But it's kind of also speaking the energy of making the moves slow so I can increase them over time faster. Also, once you make those habits, those patterns, it's gonna get easier for you to be on top, or to go in a faster way. Whatever that speaks to you, loves. You have a lot of work, loves. You have a lot of work. Absolutely. For some of you, it's kind of to become who you want to become. It's gonna take some time, but you are gonna get there. But also, I'm feeling here, there's certain things you are gonna let go behind. For some of you, this is a time of 12 years. As you know, 12 years, 12 zodiacs. This could be related to your finances. This could be related to a very valuable and very hard lesson. I don't feel you. Yeah, I feel here that you needed to work on certain things, but probably you waited to, or felt not really necessary at the time. Maybe things will get on their own. But now you realize that no, things are not getting on their own. So you feel here that the happiness is on you, or the happiness you're looking for, it's not in the past, it's in the new. Just like that. Some of you definitely are gonna learn certain valuable things. Look at here. You definitely will. And of course, it's kind of hard, because as a Sagittarius myself, certain lessons are quite challengeable. Capricorns, Mercury retrograde, what brings? What do we have to deal? What do we need to know? Ace of Cups, Five of Swords, Nine of Wands, and Six of Cups. Okay. For you, Capricorn, there's a person here who might tell you certain things which might not be true. What I mean through is somebody here just attracted to you or want to be with you. Not necessarily they love you. However, they seem like they give you this Ace of Cups. In fact, they give you this Ace of Wands. Not the real deal at all, because this person could be involved with other person, with other people. And for some of you, sounds like too fast, too quick something. So what I will say in this Mercury retrograde, don't believe everything that it's said by someone or by some people, because these people have their own interests. Not the best interest, but their own interests. Okay? And if something here feels like too good to be true, do your research. Simple as that. For some of you, this is a connection that it's online, or you're speaking with someone online, and on the surface looks great, but it is not. I feel here, yes, at the surface looks nice, but when you go deep or dig deeper, doesn't look or sound much different. Aquarius, Mercury retrograde, what brings to you, what you should know, what we should look up to. Wheel of Fortune. What I'm hearing, what goes around comes around. It's kind of the wheel is turning. For some of you, there's a situation here that been hard, it's ending, it's moving, or you're moving on from something that was very hard for you. And there is healing. There's a lot of healing. For some of you, if things didn't really move forward, they definitely are gonna move forward. For others of you, you just overcoming here some hardships, some hard time. I feel here there is some kind of mental struggle, or whatever here you've been struggling, you're not gonna struggle any longer. Yes. For some of you, there are certain people coming into your life. It's kind of the right place, the right time. However, whoever here comes into your life, take time to establish the connection, or take time to establish the trust, and things like that. Don't just jump into the things, because for some of you, definitely you can create this, but certain things here doesn't need to get involved, or certain things doesn't need to be put into our energy that eventually might not be where you're supposed to. So be smart about whatever comes, or how comes, or who comes to you. Okay? Because for some of you, you feel like things could go very easy, very nice, but might not be at that level. And the Pisceans, welcome loves. Strength. Eight of Cups. Three of Swords. And the Knight of Pentacles. Two of Swords. For some of you, Pisces, you say no more. It's time for me to go. And more likely, it's an energy that's been happening for a while, that you're moving on. You could just tell yourself maybe one more week, one more day, one more month. But now it's just kind of like, breaks my heart, but I need to do this. No matter whatever it is. Could be a person, could be a job situation, could be a career-wise, things like that. You are gonna make a decision that you kind of been hesitate or didn't even want to do. And there is the shift. Yeah, here it is. If you've been in a back and forth because only the Two of Pentacles is missing. For some of you, it's a new life, a new way to live your life. You are gonna fall in love to this new life or this new you. Don't hesitate, loves, because very much depends on you. You've gone through a lot. You've been through a lot. And now it's time to be happy. So, loves, that's being said, have a lovely Mercury retrograde. Take care of you. Take it easy. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.